Okay, in this video we are going to learn how to fill out a Form 337. So to start, you're going to have an IN number for your aircraft. I'm going to be using the IN number 2284Q. Okay, so the first thing you're going to have to do is go and search for your IN number on the FAA website. On here, you're going to find your serial number, your manufacturer name or your make, and your model, which you're going to need for this first one up here. So our serial number copy and paste that into here. And our make, you can see, is a Piper. Our model is a PA28181. Just gonna copy and paste that one as well. Okay. And series, we don't really need that one in there. Alright, so this first block is your aircraft information and your registered owners. So here's your aircraft information. Our registered owner on mine is ZM Farms LLLP. You're going to put the name and the address in there as well. And I already have that written down here, so I'm just going to copy that in there. And then over here, you're going to type in their address. Okay, so for block 3, this is going to be for FAA use only. This is where the FAA will use their stamps. They're one of 3 field approvals whenever they are required, so you're not going to put anything in block 3. So moving on to block 4, we're going to have our unit identification. So for this one, you're going to decide whether it is going to be a repair or an alteration. On this example, we're going to do an alteration, so I'm going to put an X in there. And I'm doing it on an airframe. Okay, so your make in the airframe is, mine is still going to be the Piper. Model as described above, and serial number I know is the 28392. And remember, if you don't know whether it's going to be repaired or altered, or if it's going to be a major alteration or a repair, you can see where they're defined at in the FAR 43 Appendix A. And remember, the STC number will reference the unit being altered. For example, if it is an SA is an airframe, an SE is an engine, and SP is power plant. Okay, so on to block, let's see. Oh, still on block 5. Your repair and alteration blocks may both be checked. If the unit being repaired is also altered at the same time by an STC or field approval. So for example, if a Piper J3 wing was being repaired and recovered with Stitz polyfiber per an STC, it is considered a repair and an alteration. So on to block 6, this is going to be your information or your agency's name and information. So on, just for the lab, we're going to use our names and just make up an address on here. I'm just going to put the city I live in, make it easy because I know the zip code. And your country, United States. Alright, and then the kind of agency, we are going to be a U.S. certified mechanic. If you are working for a repair station, or if you were a foreign certified mechanic or the manufacturer, you would click one of these other boxes. For your certificate number, since everyone in here doesn't have their license yet, you're going to put A&P pending always. Okay, and then you're going to have your signature and the date of the authorized individual. With your signature, make sure that you also print your name afterwards. So going on to block 7, you're going to have your return to service, whether it is approved or rejected. And on this one, we are going to say that it was approved. And let's see here. So you're going to select who, check the authority of who is approving this. So if you are a manufacturer, the repair station, any of those, your IA, I'm just going to put in here that it's a repair station. So you'd put the certificate number in there. Again, A&P pending. Your signature, the date, and then print your name at the end of that as well. Alright, so moving on to block 8. This is what everyone thinks is the hardest block because there's so much required into this, people get overwhelmed. So what we're going to go over is what needs to go in this big box down here. So first off, you're going to put your IN number up here at the top. So mine is IN 2284Q, and today's date is going to be April 1st, 2020. Alright, so just to break down this box down here, what needs to go in it, you're going to have your legible statement, you're going to describe the work accomplished, then you're going to have a description of the repair or alteration relative to the aircraft or the component that's being worked on. You're going to identify and describe the approved data used as the basis for approving the major repair or alteration for return to service. Okay, so, and then if additional sheets are needed or attached for that, make sure that you click this down here. And on any additional sheets, you're going to make sure you have the IN number, the date work completed, and the aircraft total time on those additional sheets at the top. So for an example, as what to put in here, for my example, we have removed Bendix King KT76A transponder. Okay, and then we have installed and tested Perio Stratus. Okay, so far in that first sentence, we have identified what we removed, and then what we have installed and tested, and then what it has been, well, I really messed that up. And what has been installed and tested in accordance with, okay? So with that, you're gonna put in there, if it was an STC or in your TCDS maintenance manual, you're gonna put in there where to find it, just in case the next person who comes and looks at this, they can go back and find exactly what you used in accordance with, the exact page that they can find. So mine, for this example, see, notice. Okay, so anybody who comes in here can easily go back and find exactly what document I used to be able to remove, install, and test this Apeirostratus ESG transponder. So if it was to follow an STC, you need to include that. So okay, and that one is following an STC number SA04112CH. The installed ADS-B system was shown to meet the equipment performance requirements of 14 CFR Part 91.227. Okay, you're going to add in there if you've done weight and balance, data, equipment list, and airframe logs. Make sure that they are updated to reflect the change. Let's see. Okay, so we identified and described the approved data used, description of the repair, and it is legible, describing the work that has been accomplished.